Hey, True Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's April 4th, 2017. In the sports world, big news. Dallas Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo is retiring. I'm going to show you why he is retiring today on April 4th, 2017 specifically, what this date has to do with the Cowboys, Tony Romo, Dak Prescott. Today's retirement is synced up perfectly with his fake injury against the Seattle Seahawks August 25th, 2016. If you missed my work on Tony Romo's fake injury August 25th, 2016, we're going to revisit some of that news. As I showed then, it was the perfect date for Dak Prescott. We'll talk about it again. But let's start with the retirement. So, he was injured August 25th, 2016 against the Seattle Seahawks. From that day to today is a span of 223 days. 223, very special number to the Freemasons. It has everything to do with their symbol, the compass with the big G and the square. We'll get to it. Masonic 223. Dallas Cowboys also has gematria of 74. The reason that matters is because Masonic also has gematria of 74. 74, 223, some of the biggest numbers to the Freemasons. The name Tony also happens to sum to 74. So 223 days from the fake injury, Tony Romo retiring. Just a quick reminder, Dak Prescott was the 135th overall pick of the NFL draft last year before Tony Romo got injured. The perfect placement for Tony Romo's replacement because Tony Romo's full name equals 135. You know? And this isn't the first time this has ever happened. This is what happens every year in sports drafts because the entire sports world is way more scripted than you'll ever know. On NFL draft, NBA draft, MLB draft, they're not really in the war room figuring out who's best for their team. They're back there talking to their Freemason buddies and making sure they have everything lined up and scripted for their rigged leagues. I'm going to show you just how rigged it really all is in a moment. If you missed my work on Mississippi State snapping Yukon's 111-game win streak while Dak Prescott was in attendance in Dallas, just wait. We're going to revisit it all. But anyway, today's date, April 4th, 2017, a date with 45 numerology. The name Tony Romo the small way is 45. Fitting date for Tony to retire. When you write out April 4th, it sums to 144, just like the word time. This is a very special number to time. 144 is all about time. The square root of 144 is 12. 12 times 12 is 144. 12 hours in the morning, in the evening, 12 months in the year. Every day there's 24 hours with 60 minutes per hour. 24 times 60, 1440, 1440. Anyway, April 4th in Gematria has the time connection, just like when you write out 44. In Chaldean Gematria, a related cipher, Dallas Cowboys 44. Big retirement for the franchise on 4-4. With regards to time, it also shares gematria with the number 47. 47 also very relevant to time in this world. Romo equals 47, time 47. The Freemason compass is set at 47 degrees. And remember, the first NFL Super Bowl season was the 47th season of the NFL, the 1966-67 season. The Freemasons have the 47th problem of Euclid about how to establish foundation. Foundation 47. The Freemason compass set at 47 degrees, truly, because this all has to do with time. It's all about tributes to time. We live in a world of circles and cycles, and time and the sun dictate everything. In this world, time is told by the tropics. The Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn, which measure the summer and winter. They are at 23.5 degrees north and 23.5 degrees south, 47 degrees apart, the same way the Freemason compass is set. It's all about time. Here's Tony Romo retiring at the perfect moment in time. Now check this out. The compass is 47 degrees. The square is a right angle. A right angle is 90 degrees. We have 47 degrees here. We have 90 degrees here. We have 137 degrees. When you subtract 137 from 360 degrees, it's all about measuring the circle. That's what this compass is for, making circles. When you subtract 137 from 360, you get 223, this super important number to Freemasonry. Tony Romo retiring 223 days after the staged injury. From today to the start of the upcoming NFL season is 156 days. The reason that jumps out at me is because when you write out 33, it sums to 156. Cowboys also shares this gematria of 33. You might have seen my video last season, Dak Prescott's 33-second game-winning drive. So scripted, so painfully obvious, defeating the Steelers, who were established in 33. There's something else I meant to put up here that I forgot to, so we'll do it again. Today is April 4th, 2017. The 98th season of the NFL starts September 7th. If you don't believe me, look it up. Easy to verify. The start of the NFL season upcoming September 7th, 2017. If you include the full span of days, it's going to be 157 days or 22 weeks and 3 days. Another little clever 223. With regards to 157, that number is relevant to this nation as well. United States equals 157. Think about the Cowboys, America's team. 157, relevant number we talk about often. 157 is also the 37th prime. Tony Romo's retiring just before his 37th birthday. He'll turn 37 later this month, April 21st. So that covers from the injury to the retirement. Let's go back and look at the injury, but first this. Dak Prescott was just at the Mississippi State women's tournament game where they upset Yukon, breaking their 111-game winning streak. Dak Prescott went to Mississippi State. The game was in Dallas, where he's QB. Mississippi State 111. Rain Dakota Prescott, his full name 111. There for the 111-game, winning streak snap. Notice the winning score was 66 points. The Yukon Huskies were defeated was 66 by Mississippi State. Morgan William hit the game winner, 66, scored the 66 points. Look at Dak Prescott as well. Dak Prescott also has the 66 connection, like NFL, first Super Bowl in the 47th season, the 66-67 season. The years were 1966-67. That was the 47th season of the NFL. In the college tournament, which began in 1939, the first year of March Madness with the 64-team bracket was 1985, the 47th iteration of the tournament. Dak Prescott, 66, NFL 66, scripted rituals in numbers, NFL and Dallas also have something in common. One of the most popular grossing teams for the NFL. If you missed my original video on this, a few other things to check out. We'll just scroll down here real quick. Oh yeah, you should know that Yukon, had they won the tournament, they would have got 113 straight wins in Dallas. 113. But anyway, the headlines about Dak Prescott. Here's his full name. Rain Dakota Prescott, 111, just like Mississippi State. Manchurian athlete, undeniable. So hold on, we got to go back to the injury. Let's look at that. As I showed the day it happened, this was perfect for Dak Prescott. Tony Romo goes down against the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, consider this. Washington State, who they got injured, is the 42nd state, right? Dak Prescott has gematria of 42. The 42nd state, Washington, also has the gematria of 49, like Dallas, Fitting team for this ritual to give them this big transition to their next quarterback. This is a big deal in the NFL. The quarterback, the focus of the team, the heart of the team, the center of the team, typically. Let me get this up here. Just so you know, the word football has gematria of 83 like cowboy. 83 is the 23rd prime. Dak Prescott turned 23 years old last year, exactly 29 days before Tony Romo was announced injured and out for some time. Tony Romo was injured August 25th. On August 27th, the big news of how long he'd be out for and how Dak Prescott was going to have to run the show. That was 29 days after his 23rd birthday, which again connects to football, cowboy. 29 days later also connects to football and cowboy. The small way, the big way. All based on the alphabetic order. This is how it is. You know, this is what I was explaining then. Scripted news, it's all tributes, it's all rituals, it's all by the number. And something I didn't check that we can check real quick. Huh. 117 days until Dak Prescott's upcoming 24th birthday. Or 116 days later. It's interesting that from the injury to today's announcement, 7 months and 11 days. 7s, 11s. Trying to think of what the riddle could be. There was the July 7th Dallas police shooting by the numbers. That was big 77. Police officer equals 77. Police department equals 77. September 11th equals 77. World Trade Center equals 77. They said it was the worst loss of life for a police department since September 11th. Remember that July 7th story out of Dallas last summer? I got a video on it if you don't. 7-11, 77, 49. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. But yeah, there it is, you know, it's all scripted, it's all by the numbers. A lot of people trolled my Tony Romo video and said I was a moron, that sports could never be scripted, and how stupid to do things by numbers. Again, it's not about what you think or I think, it's what the powers that shouldn't be are doing. It's what the people who run the NFL and pro sports are doing. And it's all Freemasonry. Doesn't matter if you think it's stupid or I think it's stupid. You know? So I'll link all these posts below if you want to go back and look at them. Well, this is what it is. Rig sports from the NFL to collegiate basketball. If it's on TV, if there's gambling on it, it's scripted. Another fake injury from last year in the offseason. Teddy Bridgewater couldn't have been any more perfect. Major Minnesota and U.S. Bank Stadium tribute. They opened up the new stadium last year. Yeah, fake injuries. They're a part of sports. Until next time, Truth Seeker.